Hey guys, okay, first and foremost, let me say I have a lot of nerve coming on here first thing in the morning. Hair flat from the shower from the night before and not a stitch of makeup on. But that's how much I needed to talk about the loading day yesterday. I am on round one, phase one, second loading day today. And the experience with the loading day yesterday, which I would think most people would look forward to it as, you know, I don't know if I look forward to it, but I'm trying to load smart. So, especially coming off of Atkins low carb, which any kind of carbs I have, my body just globs onto them. So, loading day was an experience, let me tell you. I got in almost 400 grams of fat. That is frightening. 400 grams, and I got in about 3,600 calories. Eesh. That is so scary when you're, like me and you've been dieting on and off. You're essentially, for me, for like the last 20 years. So, yeah, loading was an experience, and I'm telling you, I thought I was going to hurl last night, and I just held it in and watched the Olympics and just tried not to think about it. So, I'm sorry, that's probably TMI, but it's just the truth. And so anyway, what can I say? Again, trying to load smart. Avocado, macadamia nuts. I was watching Delman's video. I had 2 protein shakes, MCT oil in my shake. I had coconut cream, cocoa, and Splenda mousse. That was, not the greatest. And peanut butter by the tablespoon. I mean, I'm sorry to talk about food. But that's nothing really appetizing that if you're on P2 you'd even really want. I would hope not. But anyway, then again, I don't know. P2 I could be craving, some outlandish things. I have no idea. But, yeah. I thought my husband was going to kill me if I gave him another item of... I sent his lunchbox. He sounds like a little boy. I sent him with his lunchbox, but I did. I filled up his lunchbox with so much stuff. Oh my gosh. And it's funny because he works for a major fast food company. He doesn't work in the store. He does all of the HVAC for like 40 different stores. Anyway, so I sent him with a bunch of stuff in his little lunch bucket. And he was essentially eating all day long and calling me and screaming at me that he couldn't eat another thing. And I kept saying, you've got to do it. You've got to do it. And of course, he hasn't read Pounds and Inches or any other book about the program and protocol, and just doesn't understand why he has to eat to capacity. And he doesn't like eating because he's in the heat. And we're in Florida, so it's super hot up on the rooftop. And all he can see and hear and smell is just fast food all day. And he's just like, I swear, I'll never eat again. So, anywho, the loading day, which, I thought was going to be, somewhat pleasant, was, like, we don't want to see any food again for a while, which, of course, on P2 we won't be seeing much of anything super interesting except for, fruit, protein, veggie. Anyway, long-winded video, but I'm there. I'm excited. I'm not negative at all about it. And if I sound negative, shame on me, because I'm more than excited. More than excited. about the program and such warm wishes. I swear, y'all, you all have just the nicest things to say and so motivating. And I love watching everyone else's video. I'm reaching over here because I wanted to also, if you're a newbie like me and you're a paranoid person about shots like I am, and I've been through a lot of surgeries and stuff, but for some reason needles just freak me out, and needles, sticking myself with a needle really freaks me out. So I wanted to recommend these Easy Touch 5/16 uh, insulin needles because the needle is so short. I hope you can see that. Sorry. I hope you can see just how short that needle really is. Like it's super, super short. And I swear I don't feel a thing, honey. I hope I mixed it right. I hear so many different things about mixing that uh, I have no idea if I mixed it correctly. I know that sounds crazy, but I mixed 10 milliliters to one HCG vial. So that's 1 milliliter in the HCG powder, roll it around, and then, I think with the what's with the But rolled it around and then put it in the vial and then added, there we go, added 9 more milliliters. So, and of course I didn't use this to do it, I used my big syringe. So, and then this is what is just unbelievable to me. Okay, I make my own vial. I make a vial for my husband because I don't know if I did the first vial right. So I'm like, okay, I'll just make a second vial. I was ridiculous with the mixing. Okay, I was totally paranoid, watching videos the whole time, writing directions down. Anyway, did it. So, okay. I put it in this little cup. I wrapped both of them in tinfoil, put it in the cup, put it in the fridge, put a little label, his, mine, HCG on the front of the sippy. It's a sippy cup, my granddaughter's sippy cup. Put it in the fridge, and we take it out. I'm getting ready to get his shot ready for him and all that, and Dum Dum reaches under my arm as I'm setting up his shot, using the alcohol wipe, takes his vial and shakes the vial after I completely was so careful with mixing it and trying to keep all the air bubbles out. You do the little swirling, not the shaking. He shakes it up. I'm like screaming at him, like, what are you doing? You're not supposed to shake it. Needless to say, after the big fight about don't shake the HCG, and he was asking me why, I filled his syringe and he gave himself the shot. And he was already paranoid about giving himself a shot, even though he has tattoos, which is like 12 needles at a time, whatever. So that was a big rigmarole with the first thing in the morning, was the shaking of the HCG and us having a big fight about it. Then I'm writing down all his calories for the day. He doesn't do anything but eat. I'm doing all the legwork and the paperwork, which is fine because he'll mess it up if he does that on his own. So, long story short, loading day was not fun. Not fun like I thought it would be. It was not fun, especially when you're loading smart. So, now that I've spent 9 minutes and 38 seconds on this, I think you've heard enough from me. So, day 2. I've already downed 5 tablespoons of peanut butter in a protein shake this morning. I already feel like yuck. But I will survive. I will prevail. And I'm super excited. And I believe in the protocol. And I will be loading today. I'll see y'all tomorrow.